sitting there, got his whole thing faded. That's right. It's episode 44. Joey got it. Chris got it. Chris came here. He's all clean shaven.
That's right.
Ready to go. He's ready. He's ready. He is ready. There you go. You heard it over again. That's right. You heard the background. You heard the studio showing me what I'm doing live. Episode 44. It's March Madness time. Are you ready for some March Madness? More than likely, you're not ready.
The madness, baby.
You probably haven't paid your money for your pool, and you probably haven't put your picks in. So if you haven't did those two things, then you're probably not ready. Hey, you still got a couple. You got about 12 hours left, right? The first games tip off officially tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure you're going to be watching. So much is going on. You got March Madness, but you got NFL Madness going on too, with all the trades and all the movements and all the bamboozling. Did you see how Randy Gregory bamboozled Cowboys?
Oh.
My goodness. And then the Broncos posted surprise. Like, wow. That right there is called professional trolling 101.
Completely.
Troll the Cowboys. And then, then the Bills went and signed Von Miller to 6 years, $120 million. What?
Oh, geez.
Joey, my man Joey said that he'll play 2 years of those. But I mean, next year, is Von Miller starting to be like Charles Haley? Just a
baby. Crazy Charles Haley.
Yeah. Remember Darrell Revis did that. Darrell Revis did it too.
Yeah.
Just a sack artist for hire.
That's all he was.
Just being a mercenary, right? Then of course the GOAT came back. Tom Brady said, and it's funny, Tom Brady made this announcement on the probably one of the biggest nights of the year.
Yeah,
the selection show night. What?
Thanks a lot, Brady.
We're trying to figure out who's going where, and Tom Brady, I'm back.
Yeah, really. Come on, man.
All right. Who's back is better, MJ or Tom Brady?
Oh, there's nothing like the 45. There ain't nothing like the 45.
He came to the Garden and gave y'all a double nickel.
Double nickel.
No, double nickel.
Games of all time.
Double nickel game.
Double nickel. Who scored the game-winning baskets?
Bill Whittington.
Got it.
Hey, don't tell JB. Right? I know my sports. I watched the game. I passed from MJ, little dunk, old Bill Whittington. You know what I'm saying?
Bill Whittington dunk.
Yes, that was the game winner. Hey,
down, big man.
How do I remember stuff like that? But anyway, so, and you got that going on. Of course, the NBA is heating up, and for some teams, it's cooling down. But I mean, you got guys dropping. This week, we had guys drop 60 points in back-to-back nights.
Back to back.
But not surprisingly, against some bum teams, against the Magic. Like Joey would say. Yes, the Orlando Magic allowed part-time player Kyrie Irving to drop 60 on them. And I think he only missed like 4 or 5 shots.
Exactly. He was hot.
Super efficient and hot. And the night before, Karl Anthony Towns dropped his 60 on the Spurs on Popovich.
Hey, that's what Jersey high school basketball players do.
I know, right in from Jersey.
That's what Jersey high school players do.
I was having that conversation the other day. What happened to the New York City Hooper? Back in the day, the New York City Hooper was one of the most coveted hoopers in America. Yeah. Now, you got guys that's from anywhere hooping. Everybody's a hooper. Everybody's hooping on Instagram, posting their dunks, their crossovers.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish they were doing that back then when I was balling. I would have had a terrible Instagram page, boy. Goodness. All right. Anyway, so first we're going to kick. By the way, I'm JB, and I'm here with Joey, here with Chris. And of course, we're CJ Squared. Follow us on Twitter. Go to the YouTube. subscribe. Look, we got 100 subscribers. We've been doing this for a year. Do we got to start begging? Do we got to start begging?
They beg for the knowledge. Millions are begging for us, JB.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I feel you. All right. So, I got my fish tank in the picture. Let me get my fish down this picture, man. I got my fish tank.
Oh, don't forget the fish.
The fish.
I haven't set. I got to set my fish tank back up. It's been a while.
Don't
It's hard work to maintain a fish tank. Let me tell you.
Oh yes.
And I had 2 fish tanks. And it's hard work.
How many fish you got in those tanks?
Man, there's none in them right now. I got to put them back together. I got to start them back up.
Okay.
I had this one fish that I had, like the fish I had this one fish. Let me get real quick. I had this one fish that I had for like 7 years. And the lifespan is supposed to be like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Come home one day. So I had to move him out the tank. He was getting too big and he was beating up all the other fish and killing some of them. So I had to move him, take him out.
Oh,
I had to put him in the tank by himself. So when I came home, somehow this fool had got himself stuck in one of the caves in the tank.
Oh, goodness.
Ended up having to cut him out of the cave.
Ooh.
Of course, he lived about another couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my man. He was my man's, right? That was my man's right there, man. His name was Bumblebee, believe it or not. That's what I called him, right? Because I one day I'll show you the pictures of him when he was a teeny bitty guy.
A little
But
Bumblebee.
anyway, NFL. It's hot topics, but this is probably one of the hottest topics. You know, Aaron Rodgers got his bag. Everybody's moving. But 2 quarterbacks are probably on your mind right now. First, the GOAT. He unretires. He comes back to Tampa. I guess he saw the NFC was looking kind of weak. He figured he had another chance to get another ring. So, Chris, are you surprised that Tom Brady came back so soon? And on Selection Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, to me, when I was listening to him talk before, they were asking him, and he was leaving the door open a little bit, but I think that's just how players are. It's hard to just fully walk away. But it's just weird I mean, you have so much time in that off season to, and I was thinking maybe he did it because he didn't want to leave Tampa Bay, where they would be scrambling to try to get a quarterback. So it felt like he wasn't fully done when I heard him talking, but that he pretty much had made up his mind. So, and he was still at a high, he was playing at a high level, but to be able to walk out is very rare when the game has not really beat you. You've still walked out on top for the most part. I mean, yeah, he lost, but I guess in his mind, he had unfinished business, the way they lost, because they lose to the eventual Super Bowl champs at their own place and kind of on a defensive mistake there at the end, letting Cooper Kupp run across the middle. So to him, he's probably like, look, if I would have won that game, we had a shot to maybe win another Super Bowl. Maybe I come back for one more and just, put that cherry on top and really, finish a storybook career of going out fully on top. I think he probably with, his wife, Giselle, and the kids, they probably, are going to support him, obviously. But to me, I'm surprised just because there was no rush to make the announcement. So why, if you're not fully, 100% behind it, why even bother rushing? Just wait it out and then decide. So to me, I thought for sure, just because maybe he'd come back next year, but we've seen if you walk away from the game and then try to come back, you're just not as elite. So maybe he just feels like he had unfinished business. I'm surprised though. I just feel like I would have bet no way actually he was coming back. So
yeah. What about you, Joey?
Chris and JB. I am actually, I'm surprised that he called it quits in the freaking first place. I mean, he's at the top of his game. He threw for 5,000 yards, threw for 40 touchdowns. I mean, he had an MVP like season. I mean, he's doing they threw the ball 719 times. That is an amazing amount of passes. Is that the most in NFL history in one season? 719 throws he had. He's completing 68% of his passes, which is an amazing number. I mean, I'm surprised that he called it quits. Of course, everyone says that he's an amazing competitor. So you do wonder, well, I mean, you're playing at this high level. Why would you want to walk away from this? Mm-hmm. So I am bitter that he tried to upstage the men's.
Yeah, come on. He's so calculated.
Wait until Monday.
He is definitely so calculated in what he does.
Definitely.
I mean, he is Tom Brady, but come on, dude, you gotta let that's an A-Rod move. That's an A-Rod. Remember A-Rod did that too.
Completely.
I think was it when he tried to announce during the World Series, he was like making it all about him and his contract and stuff. It's like, dude,
of course, A-Rod.
You got time, you got
really.
As soon as college basketball is over, there's, you got that time. Then that's when you do it. Come on now.
Definitely.
Wait till the Monday. Why you doing it on that Sunday?
Yeah.
Anyway,
bad timing, Tom.
Am I surprised? I don't care. So next topic. I don't care. I mean,
you and the Godfather alike, JB.
I mean, either way, right? He retires, unretires. The NFC is still up for grabs. So,
well, they're definitely. I wonder what the line is right now. They got to be the betting favorite again, right? Maybe them or the Rams.
They're probably going to lose some defense. They're probably going to make the Packers the favorites.
Well, right? and the Rams will lose a little bit, but
yeah. So definitely not the Cowboys because we're slowly going down the drain. But anyway. Next topic, your man, Deshaun Watson. I guess the grand jury decided not to indict, which is a good thing for him. And I believe him and his people have worked out trades to go to these teams he's been talking to. So if he chooses a team, they have a trade that they're going to be able to pull off with that team that he chooses to go to, which is pretty interesting.
It is.
So, Joey, where do you think he is going to end up?
Millions, Chris, JB. First of all, I think his best spot from the teams that seem to be interested, I would think, would be the Saints. I think the Saints have a team that seems to be ready to compete now. Of course, the NFL is the ultimate. Next year, wait till next year and we start off hot and you could be the worst team in the league and go to the Super Bowl the very next year. I think the Saints are in position to land someone like him and be right back at the top and compete with Tampa. I don't understand what I just don't see the other teams really. I don't see him. Say it again.
I'm sorry. The Saints for some reason, the Saints have their number. I mean, aside from the playoff game when Drew Brees was playing with a broken shoulder, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, the Saints pretty much beat them this year with hobbled just bums. Like Taysom beat them, and what's the other boy's name? What's the other guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. He's just a nobody, pretty much.
That's what the Saints, right?
Was it Simeon? Was it Simeon?
Trevor Simeon,
yes.
He was the backup right there, right?
I had to start him in the CJ Squared Friends and Family League.
CJ Squared Friends and Family. What a league.
So I think the Saints are in prime position that the Saints have all pro type guys all over their offense and defense.
Are you saying Michael Thomas? Because is he playing?
I think this would be the type of move that's going to spark Michael Thomas and be like, maybe I should work a little bit harder. And not that he doesn't work hard, but
Michael Thomas is what, 2 years removed from being the best wide receiver. What, 2-3 years from best wide receiver in football? So
that's 1 month.
That's
too much time. So he's from being the best wide receiver to washed up. I mean,
I got paid. I got paid.
Hey, Joey, can I just add a little something to yours before I let Chris answer? Just FYI, the Saints coach is a defensive-minded coach, the one they hired. I don't know. So that could be maybe a reason why Deshaun doesn't want to go there. But anyway, Chris, where do you think he's going?
So look at the week 1 team odds. The favorite right now is the Panthers at plus 300, then the Saints, then the Falcons, the Browns, back to the Texans, Seattle, and Philly, and then the field is at plus 500. So there's still.
If he goes to the Panthers, the wide receiver that Joey likes from there a lot, DJ Moore, his stock goes up.
Yep, he does.
Especially McCaffrey stock goes down because Deshaun Watson does not check down.
No.
Push him on the field, baby.
He does not check down. He is not a check down quarterback, but go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, so I mean, you're hearing now with Cleveland, you know, talks of they really want to move on from Baker, that he's kind of just done. So I think that's a team that was on the cusp. I mean, of the teams that we're talking about, right? Panthers, Saints, Falcons, Browns, Seahawks, Texans, Philly. They're the only one that is probably, the Browns are the only one that are really probably in the hunt for a playoff spot, right? Of that grouping. So Landry's gone, right? But they went out and
brought in Amari Cooper.
They went out and bought Cooper, so that's probably an upgrade there. You got a run game. I mean, he at least if he's wanting to win, you know, of that, I don't know how much that plays a part for him, but if he wants to win, that's the group. I don't know why the Steelers maybe wouldn't have made a play, you know, but whatever, maybe they're just like, I don't want to touch that guy right now with, you know, but I mean, to me, the Browns are a good fit because he's a guy who could completely turn that franchise around. Now that in that division is tough.
Yeah.
But he's definitely a step up from Baker.
Oh my God. He's
a
gigantic step up from Baker.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So that team is, I don't know if they're a quarterback away, but they're pretty close to a quarterback away from being at least a playoff team. And I think they're as good as Cincinnati with Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
They smashed Cincinnati one game when they were all both healthy.
Yeah. So to me, the way they run with defensively, they're good. Offensive line is ridiculous. So, so I think the Browns are the best fit for him if they want to go with that, you know.
Okay. Chris, I don't know what's going on between me and you. Why you and I are seeing eye to eye on so many things over the last couple of months. I was telling Joey the same thing, right? I mean, based on what's going on with Cleveland, that's where he better go. Because Baker's done. I mean, he ain't coming back. If he does come back, what are they gonna do? I mean, he's already untagged himself as a Brown quarterback. He ain't making no more commercials. He ain't doing no more commercials saying that, he living in the Brown Stadium.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
I read the Browns said that they wanted a more mature quarterback. So this is going to get ugly.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Yeah. That's a low blow. I mean, that dude played with a freaking broken shoulder, pretty much. I mean, he played with a strap the whole year.
I don't think that anyone can doubt necessarily his heart for trying to go out and ball. I don't think that.
Let's be real here, man. You know what? Everybody got to be in the right position, right?
Yeah.
Baker is not the quarterback that's going to go out there and win for you, but he can go out there and make plays for you.
Yeah.
If you need to make plays, but you got to have people around. I mean, it is crazy. Is it a part coaching? Because you see how in Cleveland, OBJ was like he couldn't do crap, and then he goes to the Rams and he just they throwing the ball to him. He's getting open. He's part of the offense. It's part of his coaching because Stefanski, the coach of Cleveland, he's a run first, run type guy.
Which, I mean, why not? If you got that offensive line and that running game,
Right.
their receivers are just all right. Now, Sean McVay, you look at Sean McVay, if you put Cooper Kupp and you put him on Cleveland, no way he's putting up those type of numbers. Not even close.
Not in that offense.
So
anybody else offense, and maybe except for Tampa, maybe Tom Brady will pass the ball to him like every other time.
Yeah, but other than that, and I mean, I think Cooper Kupp is good, but I think in that offense, it's perfect for and it's perfect for OBJ because it does, it allows him to get open. He's not necessarily going to just out physical a guy, but he can, he can find a way to get open, which is what they like.
Yeah, you can. He's good for him. I mean, I'm glad that he, even though he's done some questionable stuff, I always liked OBJ. It's a good. I like that guy. But Deshaun, like you said, man, he going be like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, he went to the Broncos. He went to that's a gutsy move, man, because you're going to a division that got two pretty good quarterbacks and another quarterback that's not that bad. He's on the cusp of being, if he's not A+ or grade A QB. I mean, I give Derek Carr grade B+ easily. He ain't Derek Carr no slouch. I mean,
no, he's not.
That division, man, that's gonna be some good football in that division.
Yes, it is.
The thing though is the Texans I read today are still, their asking price for him is way too. They're still wanting three first rounders.
Wow.
Somebody's going to give it up. Cleveland, the stockpile picks. I mean,
those picks.
Speaking of which, are you peeping how the Chargers are stockpiling on defense?
Yes, they are.
Lil Mack. They signed Jackson from New England, probably one of the best.
He was one of the best. He was one of the best in corners in football. I don't know how New England just keeps finding these dudes.
Yeah, I know they find them, right? All right. So, man, we got a lot more to talk about football. Of course, we're gonna be here talking about all these things going forward. Last week, if you checked our show out, we had a little draft. We looked at the 76 top NBA players of all time, and we had some of our people come on and join us in the draft. Shout out Brian Hawkins, who did not make the NBA Fantasy League playoff. Like I said, he wasn't.
Mama's disciple. Wait till next year.
With that team,
come on, man. If I had his team, my goodness.
Oh my God.
He was trying to blame injuries and everything. And 2 days. He was like, it all came down to 2 days. Like, Brian, stop it.
Yeah, stop it. Thank you. Thank you guys for backing me up on that, because that was some bull crap. And you see here actually saying that there's a chance for you to make the playoffs, and you looked at your record. There was no possible way. Buns could have went 0-13 and he still would have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Easily, right? And I was playing Buns anyway, so he wasn't going 0-13.
No, he wasn't going to do that.
Right? Because I'm a competitor. I put together scraps to compete. That's what I do.
Yes, you will.
But anyway, so we picked our 75. We picked our players from that draft, and I let y'all tell us. I posted this on Twitter already. I need to get some more Twitter followers, so we can get some more shares, right? And but check this out, right? Check our teams out. If you didn't check them out from last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can see, here are our teams, right? I'll start with Chris. Chris have what we call the old school team. He doesn't have one current NBA player.
I'm all 80s and 90s.
He does not believe in the NBA as it is right now.
That's definitely me.
He is a 90s. He is a late 80s through 90s believer in truth.
Oh,
right.
That's an elite time in the NBA. So
right, but man, he has some of the best players of all time. He has some MVPs. He has Barkley, MVP, Bird, multiple MVPs. Garnett won an MVP in Minnesota. Of course, he has Michael Jordan, who basically is everybody's pick as the top player of all time.
MVP.
And not everybody's pick, but and if you look, most of the websites, when they do their list of the top 75 or 76, they usually have Jordan number one. You got Karl Malone, who won an MVP one year when Jordan probably wasn't supposed to win it. You have Shaquille O'Neal, MVP, NBA champion. And you have Stockton, Malone's sidekick, one of the best, probably the best pure point guard of all time. Best pure point guard. When we say pure, I mean, open shots he'll make, assists he's gonna get them, make the right play every time. He's not gonna be a lead guard scoring 25, 30, 40 points, but he's gonna make winning plays all the time.
Well, he does.
Pretty solid squad here, right? Then we got Joey. Joey has a decent mix, right? He has Elgin Baylor, probably one of the greatest players of all time not to win an NBA championship. Guys, I do know my NBA knowledge, so don't be surprised if I get these facts, right? Steph Curry, probably the greatest shooter of all time, right? Right now, he's etched that in stone that he's the greatest of all time shooting. We got the king. What else can I say? The debate will go on for centuries about who was the greatest player, Jordan or LeBron, unless somebody else steps up and gets into that conversation. You probably have the greatest scorer of all time in Wilt Chamberlain, the only guy who averaged 54 a season. 54 a season. Can you imagine that? I was riding in today and I heard a stat, and the stat was that there have been 32 players in NBA history who have scored 60 points or more in a game.
Golly.
And the stat was Wilt scored 60 or more 32 times, one for each player on that list. Wilt the Stilt, who also, was getting it in.
25,000.
All right. And then you got probably one of the first triple-double king, the Big O, out there getting triple doubles. Big O, like I told this story and I've seen it, was the reason that we have free agency in the NBA and probably in most of these leagues in America, right? And just real big for just everything besides basketball, outside of basketball. Awesome guy. And is this Zeke right here? We got Isaiah Thomas.
That is Zeke.
Probably one of the best point guards of all time, NBA champion, dancing around the court, one of the toughest players in the NBA. And of course, we got the logo, Jerry West, right? The logo, West, can you say? The guy's the logo, right?
The logo.
They should have changed it to maybe somebody else, but just to freshen it up, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Jerry West, right? But that'd be amazing. And I'm not saying Jordan. I'm saying maybe another player that has been like a face of the NBA who's maybe not considered the best player, because I don't think at that time West wasn't considered the best player, but he's still the logo right now.
The logo.
All right, now you get to my team. You have the leading scorer in NBA history, the captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You probably got one of the second best greatest shooter in NBA history, Jesus Shuttleworth, Ray Allen. You got the Greek Freak, reigning NBA champion. Is the Greek Freak the only NBA player to ever score 50 points in a closeout game in the NBA Finals? Is that a stat?
That might be correct.
Who else has scored 50? Game 7.
I can't think anyone else has scored
NBA
50.
Finals for all the marbles.
Not in a closeout game.
And of course
game 7.
Of course we have probably right now the best player in the world right now going, and Kevin Durant. You know, I'm surprised I even picked Durant because I'm still mad about his crossovers and his burner account. But but then I got Dame Dollar. I mean, what else can I say about Dame? He hasn't won NBA championships. He hasn't, you know, he's taken his team but so far, but he is still one of the best pure league guards in
He's
NBA
a bad
history.
man. Yes, he is.
We got Kevin Mchale, who is there anybody ever, maybe between him and Akeem, when it comes to post moves? Because Kevin Mchale
Beautiful.
was the post move master.
Beautiful.
Right? And then we have Joey's his man's CP3. Another guy, right? I picked CP3, even though he has a history of playoff just things going bad. Injuries, but you know, what can I say? He's still one of the best pure point guards of all time. He will go down as one of the top, maybe top 5 at least, right? Definitely. Then we got my man Hawkins, who took his boy Kobe, took the big fundamental Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is he the greatest power forward of all time? That's a good debate for you. We got James Harden, right? I mean, at his powers, nobody ever seen the things that James Harden was doing, especially those 5-step backs. Breeze. Yeah. We got AI. AI not only played at a high level, but he changed the culture of the NBA. Yes, really. If you go back and look at that time when he came to the NBA, Allen Iverson was doing things that inspired people for years to come. Then we have Akeem the Dream with the Dream Shake. Akeem Olajuwon, man, Akeem Olajuwon, that Dream Shake was nasty. It was vicious. Yeah, he's the reason that Patrick Ewing is not on our list. And then he finished off his team with probably 2, if not the 2 greatest wing defenders of all time, in Scottie Pippen and the Worm, Dennis Rodman. The Worm, the only guy who goes to the All-Star game averaging 2 points a game and 15 rebounds. Oh, right? Wow. Yep. And then lastly, we got Joey's boy paddling. I mean, let me see. He went. What Urban is that? Did I do this wrong?
Yeah. So I just looked. You didn't put. He's got Dr. J. So that's Irving Magic Johnson there. I don't think you put Dr. J on there.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Julius Irvin is Dr. J.
Oh. So that's what you did.
I went by alphabetical order when I did this. Okay, so we got the doctor, right? The king of the. Goodness gracious! I used to play. Did you ever play the video game Dr. J versus Larry Bird?
Yes.
I don't think I played that.
On the Atari, right? I used to go to my boy's house and be 1-on-1, right?
Game. Yep.
Oh, I used to love that game, man. I used to love that game.
Definitely.
Dr. J, Larry Bird, that was an awesome game. Of course, we got Magic Johnson. Man, well, I can't say enough about Magic. Magic was one of the players that honestly that made me like basketball. Just seeing him play. I never forget when he did that sky hook in Boston. Oh my goodness! On the run to win that game,
the baby hook.
I was sitting there watching the game. I was in my teens. I was like, man, this dude is a monster.
Yes,
right? I love Magic Johnson. He got Claw, right? Kawhi Leonard,
fun guy,
Pistol Pete. Man, he played for the New Orleans Jazz.
New Orleans, yes.
We got Reggie Miller, one of the greatest shooters of all time. We got Bill Russell, probably the greatest winner of all time. And
I thought that was Byron Russell.
Yeah. Wrong Russell.
Byron Russell getting crossed over by Jordan in the Utah, getting his ankles broken. But Bill Russell, one of the greatest NBA players of all time, and probably one of the most important NBA icons of all time.
Amen to that.
I mean, goodness gracious, the things he did for his community, things he did as a player, as a coach. And then this next guy, Dirk Nowinski, another guy that I love to see play. I even got a Dirk jersey upstairs. One of probably the best foreign player of all time right now.
The greatest.
Guys are coming up trying to catch him, but right now I still give it to Dirk.
Yeah, right now I would say so.
For the things he did for the game, and I mean the stuff he did back then, people are still doing now, like the one-legged step backs, the big man shooting threes. Man, I used to play when I played my kids in 2K. I used to run that Dirk, Jason Terry pick and roll and destroy them. Because
he was so efficient in that kind of that free throw range. You know what I mean?
Put him on that line.
Yes, man. I used to run that play, man, and kill him because if you try to stop Dirk, the Jet will hit a three. If you let Dirk catch it, buckets every time.
Put him on that line.
That right there was our 75 CJ Square teams to be picked. I know Buttons wanted to get in. I'm sure he would have chosen all Knicks. You know, he would have had Ewing, DeBusschere, Monroe,
Willis
Frazier,
Willis Reed was on there. Yeah.
This whole squad would have been Knicks, but it's all good. Buttons, it's all good. You'd have had an all Knicks squad.
So me and Joey were talking because Joey was asking a bunch of his boys, and too many of them were basically picking just whoever Jordan's on. So it almost was, we should have almost left Jordan out and just said no Jordan, because guys are going, whoever Jordan's on, I'm taking that squad. Right. So it's unfair because in my mind.
Why though?
Well, because for me, if a team, and I was thinking about how I would pick, if you guys showed me that, if a team was, if it was my team and another team was neck and neck, right? Jordan's going to be that X factor that I'll always give. That team would have had to crush my team for Jordan to not be the X factor. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's how people are be thinking is, but what, who was it? Hammond Eggers said, who is he? Who did he love?
Dr. J. He said Paladin's team.
He's like whoever Dr. J's on.
Yep.
Wow.
Whatever team Dr. J is on.
You know, I mean, you know, it's hard to, with the different eras in basketball and the different styles of play, and it's really hard to say who would have done what, because these guys nowadays, these guys can play.
It's definitely hard.
If you think they can't play, like some of the old guys are like, oh, this guy played this and this time he wouldn't done nothing. Can you imagine? Like I said, can you imagine? The day I listened to the radio, they were like, can you imagine Embiid in the 80s or the 70s? 7-foot guy with handles shooting jump shots.
Yeah. Right.
Who's stopping it? Or Durant? Like Durant?
Oh, like, who's stopping Durant? He would have been absurd. Well, I mean, let me ask you one pick that was there any a player that you were about to take? Like for me, I wanted Harden to fall to me because I was actually weak because I had Stockton and Jordan. Yeah. But if I had Harden, I felt like that would have bolstered as my backup guard kind of, because he could play either point and then Brian took him right before me, and I ended up taking Charles Barkley, which Barkley's fine, but I'm weak at that position. So I wish I would have, like Joey, I said to Joey, he's got a lot of guards. You look at his, he's got Steph, Oscar, Jerry West, and Isaiah Thomas. They're all.
Yeah, we most teams are killing him in the paint. I looked at it like this, man. You know what? I took my first pick. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, it's I don't care how you look at it, right? Yeah. Even from his early years to his years when he was older, he still was one of the best players in the league and unstoppable shot. But then I was like, I guess then I got into how basketball is played now.
Right.
The only player I really missed out on that I wanted to get was Steph. Steph was coming back to me, but Joey took him. I wanted Steph, so that's why I went with Ray Allen. I wanted shooting, right? I wanted to be like today's NBA, right? In today's NBA right now, my squad is out there. They rolling.
Yeah.
It's no damn way somebody stopping my squad right now.
Well, the only team I think is Paladin's got a good squad for today's game.
Yeah,
because he's got Dirk and Reggie Miller. Magic Johnson would go anyway.
Yeah.
And Bill Russell would just defend like a better Rudy Gobert.
He'd be a good rim protector.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. So I mean, he's probably got you and him have probably got the better teams for now. I was getting on Brian because Brian, of course, is like, my team can dominate both ends. And I'm like, no, because you got, to me, Iverson to him, he doesn't need scoring. I said he would have been better with the CP3. Brian would have, because he doesn't need those guys.
Iverson and Harden on the same, and Brian on the same team. Who's shooting the ball?
Yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, if he would have had a Stockton or a CP3 and not needing the scoring, and I said, Iverson's not a great defender like those other guys are.
Harden not either.
And Harden's not. So, but of course, Brian's, I got the
cover it up with. You got Elijah Wan, good defender. Pippen and Rodman,
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
Pippen and Rodman, they may not stop. They may not stop the other guys, but they're going to slow them down.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care what you put up there. Durant, LeBron, you get Pippen and Rodman in prime, and they out there. They're not going to stop them, but they damn sure going to make it hard for them to slow them down.
Yes, definitely.
They're not going out there and.
It was a good extra. I like doing it. I just think that we all have our guys and our bias, and it's hard to not.
I actually pick guys that I don't really care for that much. I like Durant, but I mean,
I was actually hoping Durant would come back to me, but I was actually hoping he would fall back to me.
How many times have I disparaged Chris Paul in this show? Like,
yeah, true. You were not taking your guys. I thought Bird. I actually thought you would take Bird.
Well, I think I was going to take him. But I think Paladin may have picked him before me, but I wasn't. I think my first two picks were Jabbar and Durant.
Yeah, and he didn't get back to you.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to take Bird over Durant right now.
Yeah.
Even though Larry Bird is just as good as Durant or even better in certain things. But at this point, I gotta have Easy Sniper on my squad.
Well, imagine Bird shooting 7-8 threes a game.
Yeah.
Because now, remember, those guys, at most, those guys are shooting like 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Right.
If Bird or Mark Price, if those guys had the green light.
Yeah.
Man, I love Mark Price invented the split the screen. He invented that.
Oh yeah.
Like when the screen comes and he goes through it, that dude.
Mark Price, he was so good.
He was nasty.
He was
nasty.
So good.
Too bad he played in the same division as the Bulls. He couldn't move the hump. All right, so yeah, that was a good exercise in
Did Buttons ever say who he took?
Buttons is taking Jordan.
See, he's taking Jordan. That's what I'm telling you. We should have left Jordan out.
Yeah,
it's too biased toward, especially because all of our people we talk to are all our age. They grew up in.
Yeah.
I bet if you did, definitely. You guys should ask your guys' school kids.
They're gonna take.
About it.
They're gonna take Joey's team. They see Curry and James on my team.
Or they say, "Where's Kyrie?"
They see my team. They got Giannis and Durant. They go, Giannis and Durant.
Yeah, they may end up doing that.
Yeah, you guys should ask them what they think
right now. Because we don't have Embiid and Joker on here. Those two are the best players in the league besides those guys.
Yeah, they'll be on the next.
Right now, Giannis and Durant. Right.
Yeah,
that's what you want in your squad.
They'll be in the 100.
Right.
Yeah. Embiid and the Joker. Yeah. Definitely. I'm surprised nobody took Westbrook. I did see a video that Westbrook shot an air ball against the Timberwolves, and they clowned him.
Yeah,
I heard he was yelling at Skip Bayless.
I'm sure he was.
Westbrook's wife is tired of Skip Bayless calling him Westbrick.
Westbrick, yeah.
He's only one. He ain't the only one. It says Pat Babs calls the Lakers trash.
He's right.
Man.
Oh my God.
He is right. They are trash.
Yeah, well, I enjoy doing it. It's JB, I was telling Joey we need to do one for football. Before the season, like over summer, we can do one where we do like quarterback, two running backs, 2 wide receivers, or something like that. We'll figure that out. But
please ignore my last text. I meant to send a link, but I sent a picture of parallel angles. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
All right, so let me get into let's get into some the old March Madness show now. So we'll switch gears. This is the best for me, the best sports time of the year.
It's the happiest season.
Oh man, I love it. From what, like 12? What time is the first game tomorrow? Is like 12. First game is what time? 12 tomorrow?
12:15 tomorrow. 12:15 tomorrow.
12:15.
Yeah, so I mean from 12 to basically 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All day. All day. Tomorrow, Friday, of
all
course,
day
Saturday and
stacking.
Sunday, man.
All day stacking. That's Joey tomorrow.
All day stacking.
Joey's not. Joe, you stacking tomorrow, baby?
I'm stacking tomorrow, JB.
Stacking. I got you.
How many parlays is Joey been? Joey has?
Right now, Notre Dame has a 2-point lead on Rutgers. Notre Dame timeout. 2 minutes left in the game.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm just looking at the schedule for tomorrow. I know we gotta do some stuff. But go ahead, Chris. You want to talk about?
Yeah. So we're gonna go into which matchup in each of the kind of regions are you most excited? Joey, I'll start with you. Let's start out in the West. You have your bracket pulled up?
Yeah.
Let's start out in the West. Which matchup of those are you most excited to see?
The West region, I think the most interesting matchup for me, and it's probably more about just one team compared to, the overall matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing the actually it's a toss-up. I was looking at the UConn New Mexico State matchup. I just want to see
5-12
is, of course, 5-12 games. Historically, something's going to happen. But I just want to see, does Danny Hurley have UConn back? Are we going to start seeing a UConn that's going to compete? However, I'm also looking at the 8-9 matchup, the Boise State Memphis. Memphis seemed like they were a train wreck as the season got midway through. You kept hearing about Penny Hardaway talking all this trash about how his team is not doing well. Well, they ended up making it to the tournament, and they got NBA talent. So you want to see who is this Memphis State? I said Memphis State. Who is this Memphis team?
Think about Elliot Perry, baby.
Yes, I am. I am.
Well, and what their big recruit Bates, he hadn't played in almost 2 months now.
Right. Yeah, I saw a story about him saying that, at one time he was like thinking about the next LeBron James, and now he's like
things fall apart.
Well, I think he's so slender. I mean, he's young. He's not even eligible to come out next year. So maybe this will be good for him. To get
every class to go to college early, I believe, too.
Yeah, so he's not like, if you look at the draft, I don't think he's able to come out this year. I think he has.
We have a guy on there on Memphis too that is he was
Durant, I think.
Pick. Yeah,
Durant, the bigger dude. So that should be a good one.
And a kid from too that played at DeMatha. He was thought to be like a NBA draft pick, like a decent pick too. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you his name. Earl Timberlake. It's another guy. He was thought to be a possible NBA pick, man. This year, man, he's averaging 5 points a game. Jeez. That's terrible. Anyway, am I up next, Chris?
Yeah. Who you like?
Okay, so in this West, I actually had those 2 games circled. One, because of what Joey said about Memphis. And you always over these years, 5-12 has always been that game that's prime for upset. It's always a 5-12. Always a 5-12. But another game that I was thinking about that I'm looking forward to seeing, it's a 7-10 matchup. This Michigan State Davidson game.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Michigan State, they've been going up and down all year.
Typical Sparty.
And Davidson has been real solid this year in that A10. And I think Davidson got in. Did they get in? Did they win that conference or did they?
Not.
No, that Richmond won.
Davidson got in as an
at-large,
team. So, and VCU did not get in, so which was a surprise. Richmond stole that.
Or did.
They stole it from them, right? Same city too. That's messed up.
Same city.
Got the bragging rights in the city, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game too.
I'm with JB. We're on the same thing. I wrote down Michigan State. We're right there. I wrote down Michigan State, Davidson. I mean, these two teams very similar on offensive efficiency. I mean, they do it in different ways, but if you look at defensive efficiency, I mean, they're both 0.98 and efficiency, offensive efficiency. They're very similar there. They're both averaging. Davidson averages 74 a game. Michigan State averages 72 a game. Possessions, they're almost equal. So they're very similar, and that shows up in the line. You see right now, Michigan State is a 1-point favorite, is what I'm seeing. So I mean, they know
that is close.
Which, I mean, as a 7-10 game, it should be like that. You know what I mean? It's games where Michigan State's got more talent, but if they leave a team like Davidson, who's generally an older team that can shoot, if you leave a team like that hanging around,
better not let them
close the door.
Mm-hmm.
As good as Izzo used to be, nobody would ever bet against Izzo early on. He's not the same guy anymore, and I don't think that they have a guy, if it gets close, that they can just go and say, usually a Michigan State team's always got like an NBA, high-level NBA player that can just go win a game for them. I don't think they've got that guy right now. So even a guy like Cassius Winston or someone like that hasn't been a great NBA, hasn't really done anything. He was a beast in college, though. So they don't have that guy right now. So Davidson might be able to pull that off. So
he's going to look down that bench.
Yeah, where?
No Draymond, no Miles Bridges.
And the thing was, we talked to Monty Bates. He's from Michigan. Remember, he actually committed to Michigan first, or Michigan State, I mean, and then Penny came in and stole him away, and
he shut Sparty down.
He shut him down. So, all right, JB, we'll switch down to
Bates. You said Bates, right?
Yeah, Bates.
Yeah, he committed he was like in 10th or 9th
grade. I mean, at that point, he was supposed to be the next Durant, and everyone was saying so.
That's everything, man. It happened. It happened to Jabari Parker. Man, he was supposed to be the next great thing, and all on covers of ESPN and just
or ACL.
Yeah. All right, JB, we'll move down to the East. Heading down to the East, where the Baylor bracket. Who do you got? Who's your team matchup you're looking forward to in that one?
Oh, I go first this time.
Maybe you're up.
Okay, so that's like clockwork. Even though I didn't circle. Okay, so Texas Virginia Tech is a good one because Virginia Tech is hot.
That's really good, yeah.
I mean, they had to win the ACC to get in.
We've seen.
I really like this St. Mary's Indiana matchup. Right. It's a 5-12, but you got Indiana coming in because every year there's been a team that's played in that play-in game that's gone pretty far every year. Yeah. And I looked over it and I'm thinking, Notre Dame, Indiana. I like Indiana, but I don't know. St. Mary's is the one team. Also, they one of the three teams in the country that beat Gonzaga this year.
Yes, they did.
Gonzaga, and
on their home court.
But the game I'm looking forward to. It's funny that it's the East Coast, and you have two teams from Gonzaga's conference in this bracket, which is ridiculous, right? They got St. Mary's from their conference and San Francisco. San Francisco was an at-large team.
Yes, they were
from that conference because they were pretty good.
Yes.
But they're playing against a team that is 30-2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that old saying, you are what your record says you are.
You are.
Murray State is pretty good, right? So I'm thinking this is
Great
going to.
guards.
That's going to be a
outstanding guard play.
Let me tell you something.
They got some crazy guards.
In the NCAA, as you know and I know, guard play can take you a long way. Think about Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier. I mean, I can go on and on about guards who have kind of just taken over and led teams to change. Look at the guards last year for Baylor, right? The two guys in the NBA, Mchale and the kid from plays at Utah right now. And the other guards he had.
Butler?
Too. Yeah, Butler. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to that game, right? I think it's gonna be a good game.
Oh, is that Rutgers game? It went into overtime?
In overtime, yeah.
Okay. Ron Harper Jr.
Joey, who you got?
There is a clear, intriguing matchup that I'm looking at, and this goes back to the final week of the regular season. As you watch the hundreds of Cameron Crazies crying as Coach K took a major L from the Tar Heels of Chapel Hill. And when you span to the former players, you looked at one former player and you saw the look on his face. You felt like he wanted to go down and smack Hubert Davis right in his face. I am talking about Wojo. And isn't it the coincidence that Wojo is coaching Marquette?
That was best coach Marquette right now.
Wojo was coaching Marquette. It was shocking now.
Oh, it was shocking.
Well, there goes my whole take.
That's right, Joey.
Wojo's not at Marquette anymore.
There goes my whole take because he was there. But I was looking. Shaka is going to try to take out Carolina, and he's going to call up Wojo and tell Wojo, this is for you, and you tell Coach K, this is for him.
I honestly believe this is a shot at you. I just got a feeling. I think this is like a passive shot across your bow.
After they knocked him out, Joey's gonna be rooting hard for Marquette.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my goodness. That's so crazy.
8-9.
So for me, again, I'm with actually both of you because I'm excited to see which Carolina is going to show up.
I'm excited that too.
And I actually also wrote down Murray State, San Francisco. The only problem I have with Murray State, San Francisco is you got two really good mid-majors. I don't see why they put the two of them together. To me, put them against a big team. I'd rather see them play. I mean, it's going to be a great game. I would rather see a Murray State versus like, you know what I mean? Like
Miami. They could put them against Miami or.
Yeah. Like I would rather see one of those against just because I want to see what, you know what I mean? Like Murray State, would they only lose 2 or 3 games all year, right? So
30-2 right now.
And so, you know, everyone's going to say, well, they haven't played anybody, but then they're not, you know, so to me, it's like, well, let's see what they can do against one of the big teams. Then
they're going to best believe them dudes going to be ready to play. You best, I know.
So I actually really want to see that matchup. The one for me is Virginia Tech, Texas, because another one of the kind of the 5-12, the 6-11s do get a lot of upsets. Texas, we've seen lose early. Remember when Durant was there, they lost. We've seen Texas have trouble in the NCAA tournament. Even though they have NBA level talent.
So this year is that old Texas Tech coach. He's a pretty good coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Beard.
So, but right now that's a pick'em game as a 6-11. That's pretty crazy that Virginia Tech, and people are saying Virginia Tech snuck in to get, you know, they had to win the conference to just get in.
Hot hokey.
But they're playing hot right now. So to me, I'm looking forward to that game just because Texas generally at their peak could probably be a 3 or 4 seed at their height, you know, but they also could play like a 9 or 10 seed. So we'll see. That's another one that has talent, NBA level talent that, you know, could not show up.
Mm-hmm.
So
that Murray State game is going to be on CBS at 9:40 tomorrow night.
Ooh. Maybe if we do
that's to be the perfect game to be on. We talking, right?
If we do a live, that'll be the sweet game to go on and
yeah. So because all the other games, nothing really exciting late. I mean, nothing really
but the good thing with the tournament is even games that don't matter, other than maybe generally like your Gonzaga type in the first round. But you get games that remember last year with Ohio, was it Ohio UVA?
Yeah.
And that one kid that came out of nowhere and just balled. And that game wasn't even, there's games where you're not even really thinking are going to be that great. And they just come out and it's like, oh my gosh. So it'll be sweet. All right. Let me start back up with Joey. We'll go back to the Arizona South bracket, the region. Which game are you looking forward to in that one?
Sister Jean,
Oh,
the Ohio State and Loyola Chicago. Sister Jean's back.
Jean is back.
She is back. Watch out, Buckeyes.
Yeah, that's another. What's that? Let me see what that line is right now. Ohio State is not getting that much love. All right, that's another pick 'em. That's another pick 'em right there. Ohio State's got probably the best player. What is it? Liddell, I think it is, or whatever I think his name is. He's probably the best player on the he'll be the best player out there, but I mean Ohio State's another one that is super inconsistent and you just don't trust them.
Sister Jean is going to be there in that dang wheelchair. That's going to definitely push Loyola by the Ohio State University.
That'll give them that edge. Sister Jean just turns puts the hat behind her and just
turn the switch.
Pull the old Sylvester Stallone and just
come on, Hawk. Come on, Hawk.
JB, what do you got in the South bracket region?
On the South bracket, that's the Zona bracket, right?
Yes, the Zona one.
So I have an interesting matchup. You got Michigan sneaking in as an 11th seed against Colorado State. I mean, the line for that is Michigan -1. I mean, Michigan has been a year. They were like the darlings of the NCAA. They come off of they come off a Final Four appearance and they get most of their guys back and they've been laying eggs all year. You got the Juwan Howard incident where he's boxing people and yes, it's a game that I want to see. I want to see how they handle the pressure and what they do. They play in Indianapolis, close to home. And the Colorado State team is a pretty good team, 25-5. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I wrote down. Of course, we're on the same page again, but I'm also looking for Illinois. Remember, they bounced way earlier than people thought last year.
Second round last year?
Yeah, I mean, everyone was hyping them up.
Everybody's okay. So let's get it out the way. Last year, the Big Ten crap in the tournament.
Don't take them.
Last year they were everybody had them. They were all crap. They had all the high seeds last year. All of them. 2s, 1s, 3s.
Don't take them.
Yeah. So everyone last year, so is it a thing where Illinois may not be as hyped as last year, but I mean, they still got what is it, Kofi Cockburn or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and they got that big guy.
Yeah. So, but everyone's saying with Chattanooga that they've got, kind of, the Power 5 type of talent. They got length on their team. So if you look at them, I mean, they match up similarly to points per game, 75 to 76. I mean, they're very similar offensive efficiency as 1.08 to 1.07. So, I mean, that's another one that Illinois probably will win, but that's another one that you could see getting bounced. I definitely like the Michigan. Actually, I think Michigan, are they favored right now?
Yeah, -1.
Yeah, so which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think I heard today that Colorado State was having some travel issues, which is not something you want to
have
right now.
I mean, yeah, you just want to roll in and get settled and I mean, Illinois is a big favorite at -8, but we've just seen Big Ten teams that are supposed to
Don't
be
trust
good.
them.
So, all right, let's get down to the we'll go down to the Kansas Midwest bracket. JB, what do you like in there?
Kansas. Oh, so I you know what, a game I want to see is the LSU Iowa State game, and not for reasons of what's going to happen. What I want to know, the coach got fired. How is the team going to react to that? And I mean, good to see Shaquille O'Neal's son play too.
Mm-hmm.
So should be interesting. Like Iowa State is a team from, I know what I call
the best conference
I call it the best conference in basketball this year, right? Last year, the Big Ten was the best conference in basketball, and you saw what happened to them. So don't take my words. Don't take my word for it when I say they're the best conference. But they did have two teams that they are number one seeds. They don't. I think the Big Ten had it last year, right? Did the Big Ten have two teams number one seeds? I believe I think Illinois was number one seed last year, and somebody else in the Big Ten
was
Michigan number one seed.
Michigan a number one seed? I think they may have been.
Yeah, 1 or 2 last year, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that game.
That thing was a long time coming. That Will Wade.
Yes, it was, and that's the reason why I jumped on that too, because I mean that dude's been recruiting violations since he's gotten there. I'm like, why haven't they fired him yet? I guess
the dude was they got him on. I watched this special on. I was a show. I forgot the name of the documentary about the guy who was involved with him in the recruiting stuff.
Okay.
And the guy had Will Wade on tape talking, and Will Wade said, "No, that's not me."
I've heard that too.
That's not me.
I have heard that too.
That's not true. Like what?
Fake news. Fake news. It's like, that is not me.
No, not me. On the thing, he's like, hey, Will Wade. No. No, that's a different Will Wade.
It's not a lie.
If you believe it.
Actually, JB, real quick, I've been watching a little bit of the Peacemaker.
Oh my God! Yeah.
When she says, "Oh, you're the vigilante," and he's like, "Oh no, it's not." He's like, he tries to change his voice.
Yeah, he tried to change it up. Like, no, that's not. I'm not here. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That's Will Wade. No, that's not me.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm looked it up right now. So last year, Illinois and Michigan were 1 seeds. Ohio State and Iowa were 2 seeds. So they had two and then Wisconsin was kind of high. Yeah, so they had all 4 teams right there in the top 8 teams.
That's disgusting.
And we got all of them. I don't know if any team made it. Michigan made it to the Elite 8. Iowa didn't make it as far. Ohio State. Only one of those teams made it to the Elite 8.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
Michigan made it there and lost to a team that was a play-in team.
Sure did.
So I'm gonna go with a team when we gave out the a team that we looked at and seemed pretty good on paper, but they won a lot of close games in Providence, South Dakota. Is Providence actually legit, or did they get a lot of luck? Ken Pom has a luck rating for the season, so and they were ranked number 1 in luck, which would be, I think they won like 10 games.
Right.
Like
there's a luck rating?
Yeah, I think kind of like, I think they balance out, like, if you were to play that game more times than not, so Providence, I think, won I think it was 7 or 8 games by like, 1 or 2 points. So
yeah,
if you're living on the edge like that in the NCAA tournament, that's not necessarily a recipe for success, because you're eventually going to run into. So to me, as much as I look like Providence's numbers, you could see them getting bounced by a team in South Dakota that defensively they're not very good, but they can score like crazy. So if it's kind of like Providence where they muck it up, they have a shot to win that game. But if it gets into a run and gun, Providence probably won't win. So, And that's generally the key when you look at these games. We're about to make some picks, for our bracket. It always comes down to matchups. You know what I mean? There's very few teams that like Gonzaga that are kind of matchup proof. Yeah. And I don't even think really Gonzaga this year is matchup proof. You know what I mean? I don't think there's that level of team this year.
They got your boy, they got George's boy, Timmy.
Oh, Timmy. So, Timmy.
Yeah, he got the 80s porn star mustache.
Yes,
JB, you want to pull up? You want to do it on ESPN? The bracket.
Yes, I got a bracket already pulled up for us.
So you let you can be the tiebreaker if we have a tiebreaker need, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Here we go then. Let's make this happen. All right. So we got first round West. We got Gonzaga, Georgia State.
Yeah, we'll just put Gonzaga. I think all three of us are Gonzaga, right?
All right. Boise, Memphis. Joey, who you got?
Tigers.
I got Boise.
Let's see, who do I have? I got Memphis. So we're going Memphis.
Oh, geez. I'm already outnumbered one.
All right. UConn, New Mexico State. Joey.
Jersey, Danny Hurley.
All right. Chris.
I'll go UConn.
All right. I had UConn too. All right. Arkansas, the Catamounts. Chris.
I'll go Arkansas.
I'll also take Arkansas.
All right. We got Alabama versus Rutgers, Notre Dame. The game right now is double overtime.
I'm saying whoever wins tonight's game wins.
I will second that.
Okay, so both of y'all taking that. Even after double overtime? Okay, that's tough. You'll be tired. Okay. Texas Tech, Montana State.
I'll take Texas Tech.
Red Raiders.
Joey's high on Texas Tech.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That's bad news for them. All right. Michigan State versus Davidson.
Sparty.
I'll go Davidson.
Davidson is the choice. I chose Davidson too. All right. So we got Duke versus Cal State Fullerton.
I'll take Fullerton. I'll take Duke.
All right. Okay. Second round. Gonzaga, Memphis.
Gonzaga.
Zags.
UConn, Arkansas.
I like Arkansas here. We'll go Arkansas through.
Definitely.
Texas Tech versus the Jersey team or the Indiana team.
I'll go Texas Tech.
I will ditto that.
Joey's high on Texas Tech. Texas Tech, be careful.
Yeah.
The battle of North Carolina, Davidson versus Duke.
The Dukies.
Yeah, Pat, get him through there.
Okay, here we go. Right now we are what you call chalk. You got Gonzaga versus Arkansas.
I still think Gonzaga comes through here.
I would agree.
Dukies versus the Red Raiders.
I like Texas Tech here.
Ooh.
Give me Duke.
I got Duke too. Sorry, Chris.
We're chalk 1-2 there. All right.
The rematch of the year.
This is the rematch.
Gonzaga versus Duke. Who you got? Joey. He's a homer.
Give me Duke.
Yep. I got Gonzaga.
Me too. Too bad, Joey. All right, here we go.
Sorry,
all right. Then we got the South region. We got Arizona versus the right stuff.
Put Zona all the way through.
I got Arizona there.
Put them all the way through.
Seton Hall versus TCU.
I'll take Seton Hall.
Jamie Dixon's coaching TCU, correct?
Yeah.
Give me those Horned Frogs.
Oh, that's it. Are you? Oh, TCU 3.
And I am a Seton Hall guy.
Yeah.
I am a Big 12 guy. Big 12. All right, we got Houston versus UAB.
I'll go Houston.
I'll take Phi Slamma Jamma as well.
Okay, good. I had Houston anyway. It doesn't matter. You guys picked them. We got the Fighting Illini versus Tennessee Chattanooga.
I'll take the Illini. I don't want to, but
I'll go Chattanooga here.
I got Illinois.
Oh,
Couldn't do it.
I can't stand the Big Ten.
Colorado State versus Michigan.
Again, I can't stand them, but I'm gonna take the Fighting Jawans.
I'll take Michigan.
I got Michigan too. Tennessee versus Longwood down the street here.
Longwood first time in the tournaments, and they will not go through.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee.
They're going to get slaughtered. Tennessee is for real. Tennessee is no joke. All right. We got Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago, who had that magical run a couple of years back.
Sister Jean.
Give me Sister Jean. Give me Sister Jean.
I'm with Sister Jean here.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's not a democracy. All right. It's we got Villanova versus Delaware.
Villanova all the way through from me, baby.
All right, let's go up. We got Arizona versus TCU.
I got Arizona
all the way.
Arizona. Big matchup. We got Texas. We got Houston. Kevin Sampson trying to get back to the Final Four.
I'll take Houston.
After Big Ten.
Oh, Houston's through.
We got Michigan versus Tennessee.
After Big Ten.
I'll take Tennessee.
Me too. And we got Villanova versus Loyola.
Freddie Freeman is a Dodger.
I'll take Villanova.
What?
Freddie Freeman is a Dodger.
Oh, what the heck? How does the Dodgers keep spinning? They have limitless. They're like their pocketbook is like Mary Poppins bag.
It's only two places I do not want him to go. The Yankees and the freaking Dodgers.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
All right, so you got Nova. All right, here we go. So we got Arizona versus.
We're chalk again. Oh no, we're not straight chalk.
Not necessarily. We got the 5th seed.
There we go.
Zona.
I'll take Houston.
I got Zona. All right. Tennessee, Villanova.
I'll take Tennessee.
Give me Nova.
Tennessee. I got Tennessee, baby. All right. Zona.
Disappointed.
Tennessee.
I'll take Arizona at that point.
Arizona.
Yeah, we're gonna have tons of ones.
Ooh, okay. All right, here we go. The bottom part. Another team from Virginia. Hey, Virginia here deep, man. We got like a couple teams in here this year.
Yeah.
They're like that every year. Like that every year.
All right. We got Baylor, Norfolk State. Baylor. I know.
I got you
up here. Who do you have, Joey?
Tar Heels.
Oh, I'll take UNC as well.
I had UNC. I thought you were going to rock the boat, man. We got St. Mary's and we got Indiana.
I'll take Indiana.
Indiana's coach is the Knicks' old coach.
Yes, he is. Mike Woodson. Give me IU. Give me IU.
Oh.
I hate the Big Ten, but I like Mike Woodson.
I had St. Mary's, but anyway. All right. We got UCLA against Akron.
I got UCLA.
All day. Texas versus the Hokies from Virginia Tech.
I'll go Virginia Tech.
Hook 'em horns.
Oh. I got Purdue here.
The Fighting Chickens.
Put them through.
Murray State and the Dons.
Give me those stars.
Who made for the Dons? Was that Bill Russell?
Bill Russell did, yeah. He's walking through. He's walking through that door.
He's gonna walk through. They're gonna wheel him in, and he's gonna be like, "This game's always been about one thing, young bloods. Getting buckets.
He's turned into Uncle Drew.
Yes, he has.
Okay. So who you got, Chris?
He gets up and starts dancing. Shaq comes in. Shaq.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah, they're the old Jabberwockies.
Why are they outside of the locker room?
That was the day I stopped watching the All-Star game. You know that, right? I was like, I turned it right. I thought I watched this crap no
The
more.
coach for San Francisco is like, we got a special guest. He's like, they're just like,
pass out all these white masks. Everyone take one.
The coach is like, what the heck?
So who you got? Who you got?
All right, I'll take after that, I'll take San Francisco.
Give me those guards.
Here you go. We got Kentucky and St. Peter's.
I'll go Kentucky.
Put them third.
All right, here we go. Ooh, big matchup. Is this the 1-8 that Carolina is known to be dangerous as 8? Ooh, they dangerous as 8.
Baylor's not healthy though.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'm gonna go. I'll go Carolina just to go Carolina.
Give me Baylor.
Indiana, UCLA.
Man, always we gotta have one team makes a run to the Sweet 16, right? Every time.
Yeah, I mean
until this year.
Not this year.
It's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to be 1 year when all the top seeds just run through everybody. It's going to happen. It's like everything else.
I'll go Indiana.
Give me UCLA.
And who did I have? I had UCLA too. Texas and Purdue.
I got Purdue.
I don't need to say I have Purdue too, man. Just be quiet. So it doesn't matter what you say. I got Purdue. All right. Big matchup here. We got a 2-7. Kentucky, Murray State.
I got Kentucky here.
Kentucky.
All right.
1,
All
2,
right,
3, and 4.
We got Baylor and UCLA. Both teams trying to get back to that Final Four.
I'll go UCLA.
UCLA
it is. Purdue and Kentucky.
Give me Purdue.
Give me UK. I'm not going Big Ten.
All right, we got
Ain't happening.
we got a battle of the Blue Bloods, not Blue Buds, not for the Final Four appearance. We got UCLA versus Kentucky.
Give me UCLA.
Give me UK.
Oh, give me UK as well. All righty. One last bracket before we get to our Final Four. Our Final Four is almost set up, looking pretty good. All right. So we got Kansas versus Texas Southern.
Yeah, Kansas.
All the way through, JB.
Kansas. All right. We got San Diego State versus Creighton.
I like Creighton.
There's going to be a special guest in that locker room. He's going to be the quietest one in there. That's the reason why they're going to win. Give me those Aztecs. Like, is he going to say something to us, or is he just?
He's like, he's been speaking for 30 minutes.
For why?
I'm a fun guy.
All right. Iowa, Richmond.
Iowa.
Those spiders. The spiders.
We will see.
Providence versus South Dakota State.
Friars.
Yeah, I'll go Providence.
All right. LSU. Did they terminate? Was he fired on the spot? Is he gone already?
On the tarmac.
Yeah.
All right, LSU.
He was like waving as he landed. Like this,
oh my goodness.
LSU. Here, their arms crossed.
I will stay.
Shoot. He doesn't even get off.
Didn't get off.
I'll take LSU here. Joey?
Iowa State.
Oh, you think there's? Oh, there we go. That's a little upset. You guys do not trust in the. You do not trust the chaos.
I do not.
Wisconsin, Colgate.
Oh, we know Joey does not trust the Big Ten. Speaking of that,
sick to my stomach.
I'm gonna go Wisconsin though.
I'll take them too. Are they healthy?
Johnny Davis is kind of healthy.
Okay,
and that's their guy. So,
all these guys. They had all these guys from the All-American teams. Like the All-American teams, first, second, third team had Big Ten guys everywhere. USC and Miami.
Hold on. Give me Miami.
Give me Southern Cal. They play. They pay
no.
their
It's
players.
too late. It's too late. It's Miami. Auburn and Jacksonville State.
I'll take Auburn.
Auburn.
Oh man, I thought you were going to have the big upset. 2 versus a 15. All right, here we go. Kansas versus the Fighting Kawhis.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Iowa, Providence.
How real is Providence?
Give me
based on
those fires.
Your hidden team thing, they were a good pick.
Give me those fires.
Let's go Providence.
Yeah, it was too. I already had them. So we were
too late anyway.
All right, Iowa State versus Wisconsin.
I'll go Wisconsin.
Cyclones.
Oh, man, you're smoking something. All right, Wisconsin. All right. Miami versus Auburn.
Put them through.
All right.
Put them through again for me.
Kansas, Providence.
Kansas.
Auburn, Kansas. I'm sorry, Auburn, Wisconsin.
Warhawks, War Eagles.
Warhawks and Eagles. All right.
Falcons.
I'll go.
All right.
Oh, you already did it.
That's right. All right, big matchup. Kansas, Auburn.
I picked Kansas at the beginning of the year as a team to win it all, so I'll just stick with Kansas for right now.
Okay.
Give me Auburn.
Auburn it is.
Doesn't matter what I pick.
We got a 1-2 and a 1-2. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we'll take
2-1-2.
All right, Gonzaga and Kentucky. Who you got?
I'll go Gonzaga.
I'll go Kentucky.
Gonzaga. Arizona, Auburn.
Zona.
I'll go Auburn.
Arizona. All right. Championship, man. This is the game that everybody's been wanting all year. Trust me. Everybody has wanted Zona and Gonzaga to meet up.
Let me see. What did they both?
Just like last year.
I think we got to go different. I think we've got to go different because we're not that crazy. So we have to pick Arizona if we're going to want to win this thing because we didn't pick a lot of upsets. So I think we got to go Zona.
You want to go Zona?
What do you think, Joey?
I'm going Zona.
We'll go Zona.
All right, you go.
How many 5s did we have? And 11 sixes.
We got a 5. We got a 5, 12 there. We got a 5. See over here.
We need at least probably 1 5 and 1 6. We got Iowa State as our 6.
Okay.
And we got
Iowa State again then is 11, and we got Indiana as a 12 up here. We got Loyola as a 10, Michigan as an 11. Over here, we got Memphis as a 9. We got we got a couple. We got some. We ain't chalk all the way through. This is where all the chaos happens here. Usually here is where like the NBA when the best teams usually win. Okay. For the most part, right? Yeah. All right. So what we got here? You have
to pick the total or no?
We got to pick the final score.
Hold on, let me see. Gonzaga's going to score.
It's on a really good on defense.
84-79.
So Gonzaga averages 87 a game. Arizona averages 84. Gonzaga gives up 65. Arizona gives up 67. Man, that's a close game. So you're looking at it's probably going to be closer in the high 70s, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably I would say, what are we saying? Mid 70s somewhere?
Let's go. How about 70? Let's go 79 to 76.
Oh yeah, we'll take it.
Zona scoring 84. I'm just letting y'all know.
Okay. Nitpicks. All right, there we go. We did our CJ squared bracket, and you see I called it, the name of it is JB from CJ squared. You know what, Syracuse, baby?
Oh, you gonna put that Cuse in there?
You know I did. Don't hate, baby. Don't hate.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So
there we go.
There you go. All right. So I'm gonna share my pick. I'm gonna share this on the CJ Square. Look at that.
There we go.
Look how beautiful that is, Joey.
There we go.
Arizona cutting down them
on
nets.
The CJ Square. Well, look at that.
There we go.
Man, tell me that ain't perfect.
Very nice.
All right. So that's right on the CJ Square Twitter page, people. Holla at your boy. Holla at us. Now we may have some different picks on the Yahoo bracket. We ain't gonna share all those because we trying to win that.
Still trying to figure it out.
We're trying to stack it up. And plus, you know how it is. Nobody wants me to win back to back.
Please don't.
Yeah.
They don't blame y'all. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want me to win back to back either.
Please don't.
Because that's another year of me talking all kind of SHIT. All right. So that's that is not our show, but
we got Joey. Joey's got one.
Got the hot take. I think Joey has like a crazy 9-game
it's
parlay.
Time.
Speaking of parlays, man, it always comes down. I can never just relax and collect my money. It's always something. I got a 7-game parlay going right now, and all I need is the daggone Bucks to win. Hopefully, and these guys are playing around with the Kings, and then they're losing.
Yes, they are.
These guys,
yes, they are. I'd like to thank the Big Ten for ruining my parlay last show.
The Big Ten ruined your parlay?
Illinois did. Yes. Thank you. And the Celtics are sunning the Warriors. I know Steph is not coming back, but the Celtics are sunning them. They're playing some good ball.
And then just think about that. The Mavericks went to the Celtics, and they just went to the Nets and got 2 tough wins.
They did. Character.
He said character. You funny. What's your hot take there, young fella?
So 9-leg parlay. Let me mention that this is a plus 3,652.
There you go.
This is all
right now. Hold on, Joe. I'm sorry. Should I cash out? I can cash out at 34.81, and right now the score is 110 to 113.
Cash out.
No, I can't, man. I just can't.
Cash out.
I ain't got the cash out in me, man.
Hit the play another day.
Scared money don't make money. It looks like right now, the Bucks. If there's one team that JB trusts, it is the Bucks.
It's 110, 111 with 6 minutes left. What did you take?
Right now, 112, 113. I'm looking at the.
So what did you take? What did you take?
Oh, it's a parlay. So if I win, I put $5 to win $72.
All they got to do, it's just a money line. They got to just win.
Yeah, he's got to win.
Oh, geez.
They play another day.
The fact that they're even close with, man, I didn't have many bets going tonight.
They play another day.
Okay. My man Chris Middleton, or Joey's man, just hit a big 3 to put him up, and the cash out went up to 46. So I'm not gonna be scared money. I'm gonna take my chances tonight. I should have looked at it. All right, but if it gets close, I may throw that. Like I did the Christmas night. I did follow your guidance and did a hedge on the bet for like the first time ever. And I lost the hedge bet, but I won the other bet.
Yeah,
because I hedged and Golden State actually covered.
That's why a lot of those guys. I remember a couple years ago, I took Texas Tech to win it all. And remember that was the year they went to the final game.
Yeah, they lost to UVA.
And I hedged out, took UVA for some money, but I think I ended up winning like $70, $80 on it.
Okay, see.
But and that was before I was only betting like there's a lot of money in futures. We need to look at that. Like when we start like for NFL, because we could have probably made some money on taking over-unders. And remember, we did pretty well on our not Joey so much, but
Not me.
The bus, man.
I'm just playing. Remember, Joey just got to stay away from the New York. He got to stay away from the New York Giants.
Yes, I do.
He's not allowed to pick that one.
No, I'm not.
We got to pick. We got to find a team that we love. Joey has. I remember I went through. Joey picked UCLA. Remember that, Joey? Nebraska. He's got his teams. If Joey is hardcore on them, then you bet against Joey there. If anyone else, you're good. Anytime he bets, anytime he's like, he's willing to bet his out.
About Nebraska? Yeah, Nebraska will win. Them jokers did not.
I'm ready to play them next year.
Well, now, Joey, can you bet futures on FanDuel? I don't know if they can do that yet.
Yeah, you can bet futures on, I know on Caesars, I don't know about, but I think on FanDuel as well.
I think you can. Like, I think you can. A lot of the value is like early on, like before the season starts. That's when you get.
We'll definitely bet some. We'll definitely do some futures on some college football and college basketball. I mean, if I want to, we can do some futures, a couple of futures, some small bets on some baseball too.
Yeah, we should. Remember we did a future. We were talking about taking a future on Calvin Ridley over 1,300 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening.
He ain't coming back next year either.
They said he bet 1,500 and lost $9 million.
Yeah, he sure did.
He bet 1,500 to lose $9 million. That's the worst bet of all time.
Yes, it is.
That is the worst bet of all time. Jeez.
Joey, you got your parlay working up?
This parlay is going to hit. It's all money line.
There you go. Oh man, this is dangerous. It's all games tomorrow?
All games tomorrow.
Oh man, that is gonna be tough.
That means you gotta get them all right. Okay. Go ahead. Tell me what your 9-game parlay.
You know what? There are 3 games on Friday. I'm wondering if I should take those off.
Yeah, take those off. This is go with 6 games on Thursday. And then if you got something that you want to come up with, just I send it to me and I'll put it on.
6-game parlay Thursday, all money line. Providence, UNC.
All right.
Kentucky.
All right.
IU.
Ooh, that's got to be good money there.
Murray State.
Even with Shaq.
And Jabberwockies outside of the locker room. And give me UCLA.
All right, 16.
So taking that away, taking the other ones away, what's the odds now, Joey?
I gotta check on that.
You better put like $2 on that thing.
I got $1.50 on.
Okay, you're good.
I got $1.50 on.
Scary money.
My cash out went down.
$1.50 how much will $1.50 win you, Joey?
I have to check that right now.
Wonder what's the latest game? What was the games? Let me see.
I think the latest one was 9:50.
Yeah, 9:50 is latest game.
Well, what's your latest?
what's that mileage also?
You could, yeah, UCLA is 950. So you might be hedging out and.
Tell you what, man, I'm gonna tell you who. Let me tell you who, man. This guy right here, man, is just a baller. This Drew Holiday, man. This dude be balling, man.
And he can defend. He's a
Yes, he does.
sick defender.
Dude, that dude, man, he be balling, man. He just be making plays after play. All right, let me go ahead and put this daggone bet in before I lose my mind. Let me see. All money lines on this one, right? See
all right. This is all in.
So we got Providence. I mean, Providence is a -2. I mean, but okay, I do money line. All right.
Money line.
All right, Providence. We got the Tar Heels.
Thank you.
We got Kentucky money line. No, can't take the Kentucky money line, Joey. It's going to destroy the parlay.
Is it? Okay.
The money line is -4,500.
Is there? Can you take points?
Out. Okay.
Go to -18. That's about it.
Okay. You said take the Kentucky away.
Yeah, man.
All right. Took them out.
Well, can you? Let me see. Where's Kentucky at?
So look, I'm on a 4-leg right now, and UCLA. So I got a 4-leg with the 4 other teams besides Kentucky and UCLA, and I got a +983.
Well, you can, Joey. You can get them at -15, or no, you could take them at -9, and that moves it down to 430 on an alternate spread. That at least is makes it probably the money go up, right, JB? If you go to their alternate spread and put it at 9.5.
I can't. I can't even get to that joint on Caesars. But I'm gonna do this. I'm
at with my new 5-leg. Carolina, Indiana, Murray State, UCLA, and Providence. I'm at for 150. Well, a $10 one is get you 100 on it. That's plus 1,004.
So if you add Kentucky at -9.5, go to Kentucky's game, Joey, and go to their, click on that game.
I took that. Okay, hold on. Let me.
you're on FanDuel, right?
I am on FanDuel. I'm on the Kentucky one now.
Yeah. Do you see where it says alternate spreads?
Alternate spread. So I'm gonna take. No, I'm just gonna. That's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna take those your 4-leg money line ones.
Okay.
And I got a better one for money line. Arkansas and Vermont.
That's a tough one. That'll be close.
I did Arkansas Vermont money line. I added that to the other 4. I got a plus 1475.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so what if you add the other Kentucky one? What does it do?
If I do Kentucky, but I can't get Kentucky, but I got Kentucky -18. That's it.
Okay.
I can get an alternative spread, but let's see. Wow. Yeah, I can't mess with none of that stuff. Let's see. The only other game I can mess with. Oh, I mean, I take UConn. I took UConn in the money line. Got it up to a plus 2,000.
Oh, there you go. For how much are you going to put on it? Like $5 or something?
$5 for 105.
There you go. Joey, what's yours at now?
Okay, I did a brand new 7-1. I got plus 3,266.
Oh, geez.
Plus 3,266?
Yes.
Wait. Hold on. Let me go to my Twitter. So I got to put it up here. What you got? All right, tell me.
Money line.
All right, Joey's special.
The Joey special money line.
Joey's special hot take parlay.
Okay.
Get it. All right. Let's see what you got. What you
I
got?
can make it out of the early afternoon. We are set free.
All right, tell me what you got. What you got?
Massive if.
I'll go with the early afternoon games first. We got Michigan money line.
All right, hold on. You got Michigan.
We got the Providence Friars.
Hold on, man, I can't spell too good. Hold on. Hold on, man. Give me a second. All right, here we go. All right, the Bucks just went up by like 5, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you're sitting pretty then.
Yeah, with a minute left.
Oh, you're good. They'll foul. You got this.
Please don't jinx me, Chris. I'm just messing. All right, Michigan money line. What's
Providence, Michigan?
It's wait, give me the number 2 on that. Never mind. Michigan money line.
That's 118 minus 118.
That's okay. We got Providence money line. All right.
137. Memphis 154.
Elliot Perry is not walking through that door. Dirk Rose is not walking through that door, Joey. Go ahead. Give me the next one.
CDR, Chris Douglas Roberts. We got Carolina.
All right.
Minus 164 money line.
Uh-huh.
We got IU plus 116.
That's the big one.
That is the big one. And we got Murray State minus 140.
All right.
And lastly, UCLA minus 1,400.
You don't want sister.
Oh, and you said that right there gave you a plus 3,000 something?
Plus 3,266.
Dude must got some different kind of calculations going on.
Well, it's probably because every game is like a 500 game almost. I mean, a 50-50 game.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only one that's not is UCLA. Everyone else is probably within.
Yeah.
Like Murray State is 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana.
All mine were like that too. And geez, I only got 2,000 on mine.
But you only had what, 5 games?
I got 6. Hold on. Yeah, the 6th one.
Did you put Indiana in yours?
I did. With the plus 125 on Caesars.
Caesar.
All right, we up 7 with 25 seconds left, Chris. Thanks for the blessings. 7, there you go, people. JB live just cashed out on a 6-leg parlay on the NBA.
There you go.
6-leg parlay. All right, here we go. We got Michigan, Providence, Memphis, UNC, Indiana, Murray State, UCLA, all money line.
Money line, baby.
Plus
it is.
3,000.
It's plus 32.66. I just did it.
66 on FanDuel.
Put $1 on it, win $30. Let's at least to give you a sweat. Might give you one. It might give you a half a game sweat though, maybe knowing how these brackets are.
Yeah.
Then Joey will be back. You better be looking to bet all evening, Joey.
Yes, definitely, Chris. I may have to add $10 to this.
Yeah, you might have to. You got to get Coop to give you a parlay.
Yeah.
He almost won the football one.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's always one. Always one kills you. That's why I can't pick parlays. Always one.
You picked a hockey parlay for me this weekend.
Yeah, I'll usually pick, but I mean, it's just tough because even if you get value, usually it's like, within like a half point value. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm never good at. I'm not great at picking them.
Did I tell you what DraftKings did to me?
What's that?
So DraftKings, they just do a same game parlay, right? So they put the players there, and for I did 2 7-game parlays. I got 6 of them right in both of them, and then there was a player who did not play. They canceled both my bets. instead of just giving me my six game parlay.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have. That's what I was thinking they would do. They would just
FanDuel does that. No, we don't do that. You just cancel your
that's annoying. I would think they would just take that whatever that was away.
Exactly right. That makes sense. That's what I said too.
Right.
Because I wrote them a letter. I emailed them and contacted them. I was like, dude, what is going on?
Yeah. I mean, that's not just take that player away. Like that shouldn't cancel the whole parlay.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go, everybody. There is Joey's hot take, right? You see, if you go to
Stacking Up.
It's time.
Stacking Up, you go to our Twitter page. If you know our Twitter handle is Squared Stuff, baby. Just Squared Stuff. Squared Stuff is our Twitter handle. Squared Stuff.
We're big Arizona fans now. We're all Arizona for the tournament.
Yes, we are.
We got our own picks. We have too many brackets.
Yeah. All right, and we go, everybody. Hey, and tomorrow night we will be on live having some discussions about the early games and what's going on later. We can talk about Joey's parlay and see if he's on track to win.
Hopefully, Joey, we come in. It's UCLA and Murray State games. You need them.
Hopefully, we do come in like that.
Yep.
If not, you better pick a late game parlay, Joey. The 4 late games are? Vermont, Arkansas is a good game.
Yeah.
San Francisco, Murray. The only one, Kansas is not. There's 2 good games on and 2 UCLA games. They're pretty big favorites. So, but the San Francisco one should be good.
Mm-hmm. So I got Settles. I got VCU. I got to send my dad these picks, man. So Chris, you got so with your picks in the bracket, you owe me $20.
So I thought, who's doing?
I think
who's covering?
Where? It's either you or Joey. I did the first 2 weeks.
So I'll cover it.
Oh, so that one you sent me was for
the extra 10.
Extra. Okay, yes. So Joey already took care of it. Yeah, Joey already handled his BI.
So I give you 20 should cover the Yahoo one and
the bracket.
All right, that works.
Don't forget to do y'all brackets, man. Mind your people. If they want to join. You gotta have their picks in by 12:15. If they put their picks in and don't pay me, they can pretty much guarantee I will kick their butts out of the pool. I will just boot them. I don't got no money from them.
It's like, congratulations, you won. You win nothing.
You win nothing. No, they'll be out after like the Thursday's games. I'll be like, oh, you ain't paid. You think you winning?
No pay, no play.
That's why that's the password. I told a guy I worked today, what's the password, man? I said, it's no pay, no play. He started laughing. I was like, man, that's all my passwords. You don't pay, you don't play.
No pay, no play.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's an important lesson in life, man. You can't be mad. My dad says business. That's business, Joey. My wife was down here earlier, Chris, and Joey was talking about how she needed to put her bracket in. Well, I said, well, last year she had a bracket and she didn't fill it out.
Oh.
And she already paid her money. And I said, and she did not get her money back because that's business.
Sorry.
She said, yeah, but I didn't get it back either.
Did she do one this year?
No, because I didn't want to take that chance again. Her not paying her money.
She
paid her money. I sit there and told her, set your bracket, set it. I thought she told me I could set it by 2:00. Man, the game started at 12.
I actually went on today, thought I had locked it in, and then I went on and it hadn't saved, so I had to redo it. So everybody better check.
Yep.
Make sure.
Yeah, they better check. Make sure it's done.
Yeah, because I went on there and forgot that I didn't hit save button, and it wasn't I had nothing on there.
Yep.
I'm actually have to go back in and triple check that thing.
You listen to what he said. I'm telling y'all, you listen out there in America. If you on wherever planet you on right now, wherever state you in, or wherever country you in, you better tighten up. Your picks are saved all the way through. Don't mess around and pick every team if you get to pick your champion and your points. All of it counts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, hey, guess what? We'll be back tomorrow night.
Let's do it.
Hopefully it's on Joey needing Murray State. And
Man, I'm telling you, man, I just turned the TV, man, and Freddie Jackson did an amazing play, man.
Oh, Freddie.
That's
Freddie
right.
big ball though.
That's right.
Can't believe Freddie.
Game. But anyway, all right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll set the Zoom up. And what time is good for y'all? What time you want to jump on? 9:30?
That'd be fine.
You sure?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right,
Y'all have a good evening. Also,
millions.
Man, once again, guys, thank you. Thank you. This is a day and time I look forward to every week. Keep stacking. Keep doing what you do. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Keep stacking.
What? Hey, that's right. Keep stacking.